Episode 2 of things Christians say that don't make sense to me. You can't truly understand the Bible without the Holy Spirit. What they usually mean when they say this is spiritual truth needs spiritual discernment. The Bible isn't just an academic text, and God reveals meaning specifically to believers. On the surface, that sounds cool, but the more I think about it, the less it makes sense. Because if we can't understand the Bible without the Holy Spirit, then how do we explain all the disagreements between people who are supposed to be filled with the Spirit? How do you explain thousands and thousands and thousands of denominations? How do we explain thousands of opposite conclusions on salvation, heaven, hell, women, slavery, violence, baptism, and they don't even agree on what the Holy Spirit does? It's the same Bible, the same Spirit, and somehow not the same conclusions. That feels like a problem to the statement above. And this leads to the circular logic that shows up a lot, and it goes like this. You disagree with my interpretation, therefore you must not have the Holy Spirit. And I know I'm right because the Holy Spirit agrees with me. But that's not an argument. That is a closed loop. There's no way to test it, question it, or falsify it. Some more uncomfortable questions. If the Holy Spirit is required to understand the scriptures, what did the believers do before the canon existed? Why do the scholars who read the Greek and Hebrew still disagree just as much? And why do sincere believers change their interpretations over time? If understanding comes directly from the Spirit, then learning, culture, and history shouldn't matter nearly as much as they do. But they do. And here's something else I've always wondered. If someone truly has the Holy Spirit and they write down what they receive supernaturally, and then I read what they receive supernaturally, why wouldn't I be able to understand that? They clearly wrote down what they received. Can I not clearly read that? It can't just be the words because they're writing the words clearly. So what part of this is not accessible to me? If the Holy Spirit guarantees understanding, then disagreement should not be the norm. And they are, in fact, the norm. I think understanding the Bible clearly involves human interpretation and not just some type of divine illumination. Pretending otherwise seems to avoid the hard work. So let me leave you with a question. When Christians disagree, which one of them has the Holy Spirit wrong? Drop down in the comments. Tell me what you think. Like always, more Bible breakdown, ancient history, and just my thoughts about all this coming soon.